Welcome to the Corporate Dropout Podcast. I'm your host, Alacia Citro. If you're sick of the corporate hamster wheel and looking to feel inspired and empowered to live a high vibe life as your own boss, you're in the right place. Dare to drop out in 3, 2, 1. Before we start the show, I want to tell you about the business I'm launching. Starting a business can be hard work, but it doesn't need to be confusing too. And that is why I founded Thea Collective, a learning community for entrepreneurs. Learn from experts across law, finance, tax, operations, marketing, sales, and more, and get the blueprint on how to set up and run your own business. Text BIZ, that's B-I-Z, to 949-577-8709 or head to thea-collective.com to learn more. Hello, friends. Today I am back with Suzana Somers. We had a great interview yesterday, so be sure to go listen to that if you haven't yet. And today she is back to tell us all about digital courses. First, let me give her a quick intro. So she is an entrepreneur and a data analyst who founded Bachelor Data, which analyzes The Bachelor using fun and engaging data visualizations on the hit reality TV show. And she founded her own digital course, which is Bachelor Data Academy, in 2020. And what they do, they help Excel users how to become proficient in the platform in a very unique and fun way. And spoiler alert, this is also what enabled Suzana to become a corporate dropout. So today she's back. She's going to be teaching us all about why, if you have any expertise that you want to share, why you should consider creating a course. So with that, Suzana, thank you for being back. I cannot wait to learn from you.
Thanks for having me. I'm so excited to share about what I truly think is the next wave of, it's just like the jackpot of content creation.
All right. Well, take us away. What are the main things that we need to know when it comes to creating a course? Anything that you want to share that you have learned, we're here for it.
Yeah. So digital courses, they're basically, if you don't know what they are basically a course that people can buy online to learn from you. I mean, it's not too difficult, but what's really great about digital courses that I have found is that you spend a lot of time at the beginning making the course. And then once you're done, you sell it passively. Like, it's passive income. So I'm not going to lie, like, building out the course, it took some time. It took a lot of planning. It took a lot of video editing. Some people will do like live videos within their digital courses and then share those recordings afterwards. Mine was totally pre-recorded. But then once you're done putting it together, your account then just turns into promoting the course. So it brings a lot back to your life so that you can have time with your family. You can create other content that you love on social media. And just, I guess for me, it's just getting my life back. Okay. We'll have to edit out the awkward pause since Mila just woke up from her nap. I can pause right now if you need a break.
No, it's okay. Okay. So passive income, what were the other pieces too? Cause I was not able to listen to all of it because I was typing and hearing her yell. I'm sorry. Thank you.
No, you're good. You're good. Passive income, getting your life back, and then creating more content that you love.
Oh, okay. Perfect. I think also let's add in like anything that you learned from it, like major mistakes, things that you wish you had included. Yeah. Anything like that you think would be helpful. And then I'm going to mute again. Sorry.
Turn around.
Okay. All right. 3, 2, 1. I'll let you go for it.
Yeah, I think as far as the creation of the course, one of the best things that I did was, first things first, I surveyed my community to even see if they wanted it. So as we talked about in the previous podcast, the idea actually came from a follower. And then, I did some stories about it. I did some polls to learn a little bit more about my audience, who used Google Sheets, who used Excel. I started with doing the Google Sheets course because it was the lesser used tool when I surveyed my audience. And then I didn't go down the route of pre-selling. So a lot of people will pre-sell at that point where they'll be like, hey, I'm going to launch this course. You can buy it now for a discounted price. I had never done this before and I wanted to build it out first. So what I did was I collected all of their names and their email addresses on a Google form. And then I chose 10 beta testers who were interested. And I went through the process of, I built the curriculum, which luckily I used my own experience learning how to use Excel, plus my own experience as an educator to build out what that roadmap would look like. And then I recorded some modules and sent them to my beta testers, and they sent all of this feedback that I was basically like, all right, we're going to go back and re-record all of those. And I realized I lost like a few weeks of work. So I think there is one of the things is that I really wish I had done differently, which was record one module, not three, and send them out to a few people to test. And it's even just the smallest things. Like I was missing that I'd left gaps in. And I used this really awesome tool that would really help with video editing, but just having to go back and listen to myself was something I didn't enjoy doing. So having beta testers was essential to me. And then, and I gave the beta testers access for free. And then when it came to the time of the launch, not going to lie, I had no marketing background experience. And I basically just had my email list and I was like, hey guys, it's going to launch in a few days. I just wanted it out there. I was like, I'm so tired at this point. Like because I wanted to launch something that I felt good about that would, was quality, but that took a lot of time and effort. And that was time and effort that I was doing after work. So I also wish I'd given myself a little bit more time for video editing and really given myself some grace and didn't hold myself accountable to the deadlines that I had in my own head. But yeah, once I launched, I really had no strategy. I was just like, hey guys, we're going to launch. Here's the price. And, the first so many people who signed up will get it at this rate. And then the first 24 hours, you'll get it at this rate. The other thing, which was very unexpected about launch day, was we managed to crash the website, which I use Thinkific, which is a massive platform, and that didn't crash, but Stripe did, which is a global money processing platform. Like it is not it's not like a, small startup. Like they are one of the biggest platforms out there, and it crashed. And I had no plan for what would happen in that instance. So there's a little bit of panicking, but it was also really exciting that day just to see how many people were excited to take the course.
That's so awesome. And I'm curious too, like, if there's anything else that you learned around, how long should a course be? Should it be self-paced versus live? Is it evergreen versus like cohorts? Like any other takeaways that you learned?
I mean, I haven't done cohorts or live components within mine. I think for me, I have a very big passion on making my content accessible. So I always try to use captions. And I know that isn't as easy with a live component. And I know there are programs like Zoom will do some captioning now, but captioning won't pick up when I say, cell B4. It's going to say like sale BEE4. And it's just not going to be accessible. So for me, I went back and I really spent the time building it out to be accessible. I do think that there are some benefits to having live components if you have more of a coaching program built into your course. For me, that just didn't make sense though, because I had that proven curriculum. And basically what I've done now is if I see people asking certain questions, I went back and added one lesson in the Excel version. And then in the Google Sheets version, I added an entire extra module on pivot tables that Excel ended up having, but the Google Sheets one didn't have at the beginning. I just basically listen to my community. I have access to a private Facebook group that they can join once they buy the course to ask any questions. Like again, having that community access if they have questions on how to use Excel in a specific situation. By listening to them, that's when I kind of know when to go in and tweak my course.
Such good advice. Yeah. I think having a channel for feedback and actually implementing it, that's how you get raving fans and customers for life. Well, this was amazing. Thank you so much for coming back. Tell us where listeners can connect with you, work with you, as well as the very generous promo code that you provided for listeners of the show.
Yeah, you can find me on Bachelor Data across Instagram, Twitter, TikTok. You can just go into my DMs or my email is also the link in my bio. You can use code corporate dropout for $100 off my course. And it works off of any one of our courses or the bundle. And feel free to connect with me too. I'm really excited about this whole space around, launching courses. So if you ever have any questions, don't hesitate to ask.
Well, thank you so much for being back here. This was awesome. And again, listeners, if you didn't check out our interview yesterday, be sure to go do that. And we'll see you next week. This episode was brought to you by Thea Collective, the learning community I founded for entrepreneurs. Text BIZ, that's BIZ, to 949-577-8709 or head to thea-collective.com. That's THEIA-collective.com to learn more. Thanks for listening to the show. If you enjoyed today's episode, please help me get the word out about the corporate dropout by screenshotting and sharing this on social. I would appreciate it so much if you would subscribe and leave a 5-star rating and review as well. And I do this show for you, and I want to hear from you. So tell me, what is it that you want more of? Text me at 949-541-0951 or slide into the DMs at Corporate Dropout Official or Alacia Citro with 2 underscores. Until next time.